Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and you know what? Let's take a break from talking about Uber. I'm tired of it. There's a couple news stories I could cover today, but I need a break. So let's talk about Saucey instead, because yesterday I went to my orientation for Saucey. I got approved. I will soon be on the road once a background check completes, and it will complete perfectly and beautifully. And then I will be on the road, and I can start making videos about Saucey and whether or not this is a lucrative position or not to take. I'm kind of leaning under the impression from what little I've seen that this could be very lucrative. Now, of course, some people are asking, well, why would people use the Saucey app when they have Postmates and DoorDash delivering alcohol? And my answer to that is, well, why would you go to a liquor store when the grocery store sells liquor too? People just like going to specialized things sometimes. And you know what? Why not? Also, if you are using the Saucey app, either you just really need a drink or you need a lot of that certain drink, and that's where Saucey can definitely help. But that's for another topic altogether. Another day, another time, another place. Actually, no, not another place, because it's still going to be here at the Entrepreneur channel. But anyway, so I went to the orientation. It was supposed to last 1 hour, and it lasted an hour and a half. Now, this is not because Chris, who was giving us information, was bad at his job. It was just people were asking certain questions over and over again like they weren't really getting it. And I'm hoping that maybe this video can help clear some of those things up before you go in there, to please not ask these questions. And here's the thing. I'm going to be telling you these things because these questions kept coming up. But if you listen and you pay attention, listen, pay attention, listen, pay attention, listen, pay attention, do that over and over again. Do that throughout the whole thing. You won't need to ask very many questions. So the first thing you probably want to ask is, well, what does this pay? Well, it pays $5 per delivery and 50 cents per item, plus a tip. Now, apparently 55% of orders are tips, and the average tip is $6, which means, you know, 2 orders an hour, like, that's probably $22. I could live with $22. Also, there's no PEX card. There's no credit card to use. Everything is partnered with mom and pop stores, and you just don't need a card. You go up, you pick it up, you ask the people where it is, or they'll sometimes have it for you, and you take the delivery to the door. So you don't have to worry about a credit card or anything. Another thing people had a lot of questions about, how do you check ID? Here's the thing, folks. Check-in ID, very, very important. And they have a video on their website and at the orientation and on the app that shows you exactly how to do it. But here is the long and short of it. You look at the ID. You make sure it's the same person. You make sure the name matches the order on the app. Then you turn around and you scan it with the app. And once you've scanned it, you hand back the ID, and then you hand them the alcohol. Never, ever, ever hand them the alcohol before you verify the ID. You can get in a lot of trouble for this. For some reason, this had the most confusion, and I don't know why. It actually seems pretty simple, but yeah. Just make sure it's the same person. Make sure they're proper age. Never hand them the alcohol if, you know, they either don't provide an ID, or the ID is expired, or they're not 21, obviously. Now, another big concern that came up, and even though actually nobody asked this question, I'm going to mention it just to kind of let you know. This is one of the few services that I'm going to be on that actually requires you to bring the items back to the store. Now, you will still get compensated for your time, but if someone doesn't show up, you don't get to keep the alcohol. That might be a way to kind of try to incentivize the couriers to try very hard to deliver the alcohol. But I don't know. It's I don't drink alcohol anyway, to be perfectly frank. I never have. Don't even know what it tastes like. But so this is not going to really affect me. You know, the fact that I have to take it back, that's kind of an annoying thing, but, you know, whatever. Let's see here. What else did I learn that I can share with you guys? Let's see here. They have scheduled blocks, and they have unscheduled blocks. And you're going to have to kind of weigh which ones you want to do. I don't know which is the best way to go because I haven't tried this app yet, but I will tell you when I do check out the app. Let's see, is there anything else? All right, I guess we can move on to what you get. What you can get at the orientation is first you get this little Saucey bag, and it's made for wines and beers and stuff. Now, most of the time people have asked me, like, Kevin, when I'm on Postmates or DoorDash or Caviar, is it essential that I have a heat bag? And my answer has always been kind of like, kind of. Maybe it's nice. You don't need to, though. I would definitely take the bag with Saucey. That's just going to make that's going to make your life easier. Trust me on this, and it helps keep the items chilled. You might want to invest in a cheap cooler as well for beers and stuff. Also, I don't know how long we're going to do this, but they even gave a little clip vent for your cell phone. That's nice. That is an awfully nice perk. I have to say, I was pretty impressed. Now, I believe this snaps onto the AC vent, and that's a double-edged sword. If you have the AC on, it's good because it'll keep your phone cool. But if you turn the heat on, be careful because it can make your phone overheat and you could do some damage to your phone. Nonetheless, I appreciate it. And I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong by giving this model. I'm just saying beware of that. They sell these models at the store, and some people buy them not even realizing what the pitfalls are to having them. So there you have it. Also, they recommend you dress nicely, like they do with, which everyone else pretty much recommends. They can't tell you what to wear. They can't tell me not to wear my Fan of the Opera t-shirt and beanie, but it's kind of an unspoken rule that maybe you should put on a polo shirt and not wear a hat. Although I think the customers would be more disturbed if I didn't wear the hat, so I'm probably just going to always wear a hat. I don't know. So, and so far I have to say I'm intrigued by this, and I'm looking forward to trying this out. I'm looking forward to doing my first night as a courier and seeing what it's like to be a Saucey driver. And I, of course, again, I will tell you what, you know, that is like and how you can effectively make money. It was a very interesting orientation. I mean, I don't really like orientations very much, I'm going to be honest, especially since I've gotten on so many of these app platforms that after a little while they do start to blur. Oh, one more thing. This is really important. Every app, as you know, has like a little cutoff rate on the ratings. You get graded by the customers. I don't know if you can grade the customers in return. I'm under the impression you can't, but I could be wrong about that. But they can definitely rate you, and they use the star system. And of course, like all the other flawed star systems, anything less than 5 hurts you. I really think this mentality has to go, but we'll talk about it in another video, I suppose. Now, DoorDash, you can get away with like 4.2. Uber and Lyft, they want you to say 4.6. Saucey wants you to maintain a star grade of 4.8. And of course, the first several deliveries isn't going to hurt you too much because you're just getting started. But I think after like 50 deliveries, then they really start weighing that great star grade on you. I think 4.8 is a little unrealistic. That is very, very hard to maintain no matter what you're doing. So that could be a huge problem with this. It potentially could be. I'm not going to lie. However, I also don't know how much they enforce it because Chris was actually not entirely certain. He thought it was somewhere between 4.6 and 4.7. I guess if I get to 4.6 or 4.7, we will see what happens. Because 4.6 and 4.7 is a very common number for a lot of people on these platforms. So, also, I don't have a referral link yet, but when I do, I will update it with the link below so that you can get a bonus. They give like a $50 bonus to both people when you do it through referral code. So, if you haven't signed up for Saucey yet, please check to see if there's a referral link below before you sign up for it. If there's not, it's coming in a day or two. But you definitely Whenever you sign up for any app service, you don't want to sign up for it without a referral code. That is like one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Always, always, always do a referral code. Google referral code if you must, and find some random referral code if you have to. Just get something. Get a little something extra for what you're doing. So anyway, the orientation was long, but again, that was because people, particularly one woman in particular, I hate to say it, was just apparently not either asking questions that she should have had answers to or not understanding the answers she was given. And they will explain everything at the orientation, but so far, I'm intrigued. I'm looking forward to this, and I will tell you more about Saucey when I actually go out and do it. And that's pretty much it. I know that video is like kind of a lot about nothing, really, but most important information you can take away from this, take your Saucey bag with you on deliveries. You get lots of tips, apparently. Dress nicely, check ID, and maintain a 4.8 star grade. Those are the keys. All right, so that's it for today. Really, today's just going to be a short day for me, guys. I need a break from Uber stuff. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.